Welcome, guys. Hope I've been pretty much nice today. Yeah. Well, was a bit of a rocky day. I've been at my second job and my leg still hurts. So what else can I say? My leg hurts like hell, but that's life, right? I'm just responding to some messages prior to starting doing this amazing job and streaming for my lovely lads. So what I have to say, we lost two bouts. Yes, two bouts are scrapped. Now it kinda sucks, but that's the way it is. It's life. Two bouts are scrapped, and I'm going to make the analysis just to know that two bouts are scrapped. So it's kinda shitty, pretty much, but that's the way it goes. Armfield Johnson not happening. Perez Cowan not happening. So let's start with Nurullo Aliyev versus Rafael Alves. I was trying to retreat, I was trying to retreat and to pull back and to evade strike. And I was trying to evade low kick. I evaded low kick and something just in my calf. My calf and Achilles tendon, something just snapped. So bad injury, very bad injury. Desi. A ove predikcije za UFC dajem sad. Šta si ti dobro? So, first of all, Nurullo Aliyev versus Rafael Alves. I'm gonna lean with Aliyev versus Alves. No distance. No distance gonna be my call. I say Rafael Alves KO, TKO potential, or Aliyev a late stoppage. Like Aliyev round 3 stoppage. Top. That's awesome, my friend. I'm glad you're back to training. So the next one is which one is next? Is it Carl Deaton versus Joe Solecki? And I'm gonna go with Joe Solecki to win. Joe Solecki submission or Joe Solecki round 2 to win. Props odds are kind of shitty for this fight. Like Joe Solecki minus 5-0. Not buying the hype. Not much interested in betting this one. And two fights that were scrapped are fights from the preliminary card. Charles Johnson versus O'Day Osborne. Johnson versus Osborne. No distance. I'd say Osborne KO TKO or Johnson ETD. Because Osborne is gonna brawl. Like Osborne is really going to brawl, and he, as O'Day Osborne said many times throughout his career, I'm fighting to put food on the table, and that's why O'Day fights. I think Osborne will KO him. I think the same. Also, just to know, YouTube did something with moderation, so I don't have the control over that. Some people are saying that some comments don't appear. They did something with moderation, but just to know, I am responding to everybody still. I don't ignore anybody, etc. So the next one is going to be Jordan Levitt versus Victor Martinez. I'm gonna say fight starts round 3. Levitt Martinez. Levitt versus Martinez. Fight starts round 3 plus 108 or not going the distance. They did something. I don't know what they did. I mean, I'm not ignoring anybody. Just people think that I'm ignoring comments, etc. I'm not ignoring. YouTube did something with this moderation, and I really don't know what is going on. But I mean, thanks to anybody for support. I'm not going the distance. Side call, Levitt. Levitt late stoppage. I would rather go with Levitt late stoppage, but brutal, so brutal. This fight is brutal for betting. If you ask me, very much of a hard fight for betting. But we lost 2 fights, which is kind of shitty. Then we're gonna go with Gabriela Fernandez versus Jasmine Jasudevicius. Over 2.5, that is my bet. Over 2.5. Over 2.5. Jazz versus Brazilian. Minus 278. Oh, this dropped significantly. It used to be minus 220 when I caught this. Man, it dropped like. Okay, fight goes the distance. I'm gonna say Fernandez decision. Yes. I want Jazudevicius to win, but it's gonna be very, very, very hard unless she drags the fight to the ground. I'm a big fan of Jazz. Big fan of Jasmine Jazudevicius as well, as you know. Extremely big fan, but this is not gonna go. Fortunately, this is going to be a problem for Jasmine Jazudevicius. I really love that girl. I'm really big fan of her, but sorry, Jazz. Please forgive me. Don't get mad at me, Jazz, please. Then the next fight is going to be. The next fight is between Eric Gonzalez and Trevor Peek. I already told you that I have Peek to win. Odds not changing. Peek decision probably. Not an easy one for betting though. Just 1 second. I'm going preliminary card until minute 7, then main card until minute, then chit chat. Okay. We are going to transition to the main card, and yeah, let's go with the next one. I'm eager to say that I'm not happy because we only have 5 fights on the main card. Got Mike Mellot to defeat Johan Leinus. Mellot to win, minus 215. And I'd rather go with Mellot TTD late stoppage. If I must pick something, I would rather go with Mellot TTD late stoppage. The next fight that I'm gonna discuss is Montana De La Rosa versus Tatiana Suarez. I really wonder how much is Suarez decision. They didn't have the odd last time Suarez inside the distance. Suarez with the decision. Suarez to win. Suarez decision, minus 110. Sorry, I don't think Suarez can finish inside the distance. And Montana De La Rosa, this is hard opponent for her because Suarez will constantly attack her legs, and we are going to see tons of problems. Here. So that's what I can say. That is my expectation so far with that. And the next one is Augusto Sakai versus Don'Tale Mace, not going the distance. Sakai versus Mace, no distance. How much is gonna be the odd for that? Minus 200. Mace KO, TKO, or Sakai ETD. That's how I got it. It's either going to be Mace via KO, TKO, or it's going to be Augusto Sakai ETD. Like, I don't see this fight going the distance, really. Not a big fan of Sakai, as well as you know. He cheated against Blago Ivanov, and I don't like cheaters. People say that. I remember for the rest of my life. That's how they troll me when they say, but that is actually true. I'm not a fan of cheaters. Never been a fan of cheaters, though. The next fight is going to be between Andre Muniz and Brandon Allen. I've got Muniz to win. Muniz to win, minus 205. How much is Muniz submission? I really wonder how much is Muniz submission. Plus 120. Plus 120 going to be Muniz submission plus 120. And the next one is going to be the main event of the evening. Krylov to win for me, minus 170. The fight will not go the distance. Let me see how much is the odd now for the fight not going the distance. Plus 145. Minus 650. Okay, I'm gonna write you my bets. My bets. Alright. Jazz versus Fernandez. Over 2.5. Osborne versus Johnson. No distance. And Spann versus Krylov. No distance. These are my bets. Round robin potential. A potential round robin should look like this. Just to hold on 1 second. I need to hit the timestamp here. Okay. Round robin should potentially look like this. Here is round robin prediction. Alright. Let me see who I have now because some fights are scrapped. Who do I have from the underdogs? I actually don't have many of them. I only have Osborne now and Alves. Osborne to win, Alves to win, and this is a pick and fight, Jordan Levitt. Depends on the bookies, but it's pretty much a pick and fight. Pretty much a pick and fight here. Levitt, but it's pick and it's really a pick and fight. So when we're having a pick and fight, I don't know how to choose. I don't know what should I say when we're having a pick and fight. Yeah, this is pretty much true. I don't know what to choose when we're having a pick and fight. It kind of confuses me a lot. And to some point, yeah, that's it. To some point, that's my card broken down. That should be this card. And also, I've seen many people being angry, and 2 fights are scrapped. 2 fights are scrapped. Jose Johnson versus Garrett Armfield, and Cowan versus Haley Cowan versus Aileen Perez. Cowan versus Perez. Okay, I'm going to pin this message. Yeah, 2 fights are scrapped. Just to know. Unfortunately, this is very much unlucky thing. This is pretty much non-expected, and it pretty much sucks, you know. It pretty much sucks because 2 fights are scrapped. I don't like that. Really don't like that fact, but that's the way it goes. There are things we won't be able to change, and am I angry because of it? Oh yeah. Yes, I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm very, very angry. I am very angry because I expected more. Honestly, I expected more. Now we are going to have 11 card bout, and shitty Bellator is going to look better than the UFC card, which to some point kinda sucks. But unfortunately, I will see. Maybe I will combine both Bellator and UFC this weekend because UFC card is really downgraded. This time UFC card is extremely, extremely downgraded, and I can't go through it. I simply can't go through it. It annoys me really much. Really much annoys me. I'm unhappy because of this, and there are some things that simply can't be forgotten. I will take a look now at some potential other cards, or what else could we see for the upcoming weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to check what can we expect for the upcoming weekend. Yes, we have boxing on Sunday. There is a chance I would cover. I would cover boxing. I'm just checking out. Yeah, I'm just checking out, guys. Yeah, that's basically it I could have said, but please shoot in with questions. If you have some questions, please shoot in. Maybe later I'm gonna add MMA news predictions and but okay, I can sit for a while. I can sit for some time and I can hang around with the boys. So I will try to stay into the spirit of things. Yeah, I have to hold my Skype open because of my there might some fights coming up etc. And I'm really trying to get into the spirit of things. I'm really following everything. So this UFC fight card, Solaki by submission, good. You can try it out. Yeah, you can try it out. I also mentioned Solaki by submission. Solaki submission odd is Solaki submission. I just forgot the odd. Solaki submission plus 100. You're gonna get plus money. Plus 100 worth trying. I can say it's pretty much worth trying. I believe Solaki submission is worth trying. If you're asking me, it's pretty much an odd worth trying. But like I didn't bet on Solaki because he is minus 5-0. I was thinking whether I should bet on that fight or not, and then I said to myself, I'm not gonna bet on him, and I'm not gonna bet on Tatiana Suarez because like Tatiana Suarez is minus 750 after 4 year layoff. I mean, people are training. Everybody, everybody is training so far. So people are preparing, people are exercising, and all those exercises they might turn you into a better fighter, or they might turn you into a shitty fighter. You never know. 4 years have passed. I assume she has improved herself because now we have era of total MMA now. So I assume she has improved herself. But we've seen the case of Georges Danho, and Georges Danho. You've seen how he didn't compete for 5 years and then pissed his opponent up. Who you see struggling look bad in the weigh-ins? Well, to me, everybody looked pretty much okay. I'm not gonna say like okay. Maybe Alves was a bit questionable. But today Osborne versus Charles Johnson is now a catchweight bout. And I don't know why they switched to catchweight. O'Day and Charles didn't look that bad. I mean, I don't know why they switched to catchweight. What was the reason? Alves was a bit, how to say, a bit questionable to me. But Alves is a heavy-handed striker. Alves is a one-round fighter. Makabur, Muniz, who's a better pick in your opinion? Muniz. I think Muniz is a better pick according to my mind. What do you say? Muniz submitted Jacare Souza, so Brandon Allen has decent ground game, but if he keeps the fight standing, he has the chance. But if Muniz drags him to the ground, man, he's gonna rip his arm. I mean, I've never seen anybody defeating Jacare Souza via BJJ. I mean, have you? Have you ever seen anybody defeating Jacare Souza via BJJ? I have never seen something like that. In my whole life, I have never seen something like that. No, me neither. He literally snapped Jacare Souza's, literally snapped Jacare Souza. Like a wrecking ball. It was It was pretty much questionable. Pretty much was questionable, and I was thinking, man, how not? What could have happened? I was really thinking, like, how not? What could have happened? Jacare gave Blaovic issues in the grappling at 205. He gave everybody issues when it comes to grappling. Jacare's grappling was on a whole new, different level, and we can't say anything bad. I'm stuck on the Perez Cowan fight. Well, you're not going to be stuck on that fight anymore because that fight is not happening. Hello, Matt. How are you doing, my friend? That fight is not happening, so you're not going to be stuck on that fight anymore. Also, Jose Johnson versus Garrett Armfield is not happening. So sorry to say, man. I know you had a dilemma on that fight. I had over 2.5, but that fight is not happening. And you can check on websites why. Medical issues. Sorry to hear that, man. I know. The fight card is reduced to 11 bouts. Yeah, I know it kind of sucks, but that's the way it is. Hey guys, sorry if some comments don't appear. YouTube did something with this moderation section, so I don't know what are they doing or what they did. They obviously changed something and got no idea. But what I want to say is, guys, I'm sorry because 2 bouts are scrapped. I'm pretty much irritated. But what I want to say, the fights that I picked are not scrapped. So, am I happy for that? Yeah, but today Osborne versus Charles Johnson at 130. I think that's gonna be better for O'Day Osborne in the first place. I really think that's gonna be better for O'Day Osborne in the first place. And the next one, I don't know. Like we got Perez versus Cowan, we got it scrapped, and we've got Garrett Armfield versus Jose Johnson scrapped. So 2 fights out. Hope everything is doing well with you, Matt, too. Yeah, I'm really hoping. Hey, my brother is here. Yeah, my brother is at his work, so just, hey, brother, how is it going at work? Yeah, he's probably watching movies or whatever. He is pretending to be me, so what else can I say? Like, people like to pretend, and that's my crazy brother. That is my crazy brother, He likes to pretend. But okay, I respect everything. Anyway, if you have questions, shoot in, please. I'm willing to answer every single question we have so far. I'm very much willing to answer. But I hope it's like going to be fun, Hope it's going to be fun, and I hope we're gonna have a fun fight card coming up. I really hope we're gonna have a fun fight card coming up. So yeah, let me see. Community moderation. Community moderation. Okay. What is this? Participants, toggle moderation, pop out, toggle timestamps. I got no idea what's happening here. Really have no idea what's happening, but okay. Okay, I mean, YouTube is probably doing something to prevent creators or whatever so far, so I'm fine with that. I mean, Peak, Mace, Gabi, treble, that good. Peak, agree. Mace, I think the fight will not go the distance, but Mace has good chances to knock him out cold. Gabi treble. That one is questionable. I agree about pick 80%. About Mace, that fight is like Mace can win if and only if he knocks out Sakai, like in the early stages. Can he knock him out? Well, Mace improved himself a lot, so maybe. About Gabi Treble, I don't know whether it's a good pick or not. I mean, good luck to you anyway, but I'm unsure about the third pick. Literally just saw one is tonight, an easy money pick. One? It's tonight? I didn't know. Okay, I will check it out. Let me see who's fighting. One on Prime. Fabricio de Andrade, John Lineker. Danny Kingad. These are tough fights. Zelen Jaxi. Martin Nguyen fighting Shamil Gassanov. All other close fights. I had no idea one is happening tonight. I literally had no idea. Seeing John Lineker, Hands of Stone, like if you're fishing for some kind of the upset or something like that, you can always try it out with John Lineker. I bet you're not gonna be disappointed. I mean, if you wanna play, like if you wanna put half unit or 1 unit, you can always try it out with John Lineker. But other fights are pretty much close. Let me see. Linda Darrow, Victoria Souza. Darrow is too heavy favorite, but I disagree with the line. Adrian Mattis versus Zelen Jaxi. I know Mattis, but I don't know Jaxi. Danny King attack Oronis Saputra. That's a very, very, very close fight. Fabricio de Andrade, John Lineker. Line is a bit off. De Andrade is good, man, but the Lineker is very much underestimated. No, why bookies? Souza and Jaxi double for 1 prime. You can try it out. I mean, you can also try it out. I don't know about Jaxi. I don't know that fighter. Never watched his highlights. And that's the problem. I didn't watch that fighter. And Souza, okay. Souza, okay. I think Darrow is too big favorite because I think she is too big favorite for no reason. I think that line is a bit off. Fabricio Andrade was winning the last fight. That's why he's a big favorite now. Yeah. Oh, French fries. How are you doing, man? Been a while since you've been in the chat. I might go Danny Kingad. Yeah, Danny Kingad would be okay. -120. Yeah, good luck. I think it's a close fight though, but you can try it out. Fabricio Andrade was winning. Yes, I've heard that he was winning. Unfortunately, I didn't watch. I watch 1FC only when I really have time. 1FC is not on the top of my priority list because I'm usually very busy on Friday or Saturday. 1FC airs over day, and I'm usually very busy at that time. At that time of day, I'm usually very busy, and that's the problem because when you're very busy at that time of the day, you can't watch everything. I only watch highlights from time to time. I used to watch 1FC earlier, but unfortunately, now I don't have that much time. I also work another job. I'm working other jobs though. Yeah, I'm working other jobs though. Yeah, thanks to everybody for support, guys. You're amazing. 13 people watching all the time. That's awesome. That is really awesome. I mean, these are good results. Now, people gonna say not good results, bad results. I think these are actually good results. I think these are actually good results. Looking like a decent place to be. Everything this fight card, but unfortunately Bellator is having stronger fight card than UFC this time, which kinda I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that Bellator is having stronger card than the UFC this time. I hope that is going to change in the near future. I really hope that is going to change. But right now we'll have to deal a way bigger issue, and that's the fact that Bellator is currently having a better card than the UFC, which kind of sucks to some point. Yes, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sucks pretty much badly. But at the end of the day, who knows why that could be good? There is a reason why that could be good, you know. I'm just saying there is. Yeah, there is a reason for it. So who messed up? BC. I picked Perez. There you go, the article, man. I'm gonna paste it right now. Here you go. Sorry to say, man. Cowan's illness. That's a problem. That used to be a big problem. And so far it is a problem. And imagine Jose Johnson versus Garrett Armfield is also scrapped. Like, it sucks, right? It pretty much sucks badly. When all those bouts are scrapped. Damn, I would have won if Cowan showed up sick. Yeah, you would have won, but you can't win anymore, man, because and you can't lose anymore because that fight is not happening. I don't know how to tell that, but the fight not happening. So kind of shitty, man. Pretty much shitty thing and shitty deal. We're a bit unlucky, as but two fights of the preliminary card fell out. I'm just glad we still have the fights on the main card. Yes, I'm glad we still have the fights on the main card, man. Like once upon a time. Do you remember once upon a time when the main card and the main event fights were falling off? Now, these were pathetic days for the UFC, like when Derek Lewis versus Sergey Pavlovich, when Lewis had issues and the fight didn't come to fruition. Like, imagine Pavlovich traveling all the way from Rostov-on-Don and the fight doesn't come to fruition. How could that sound? That could sound pretty much nasty, even for him, even for everybody. It could sound pretty much nasty. It would have been a big problem for me too. But at the end of the day, they say it can be good from time to time. They really say it can be good from time to time, and I only say it can be bad, and it can only go from bad to worse when the fight gets postponed or when it gets delayed. It's not the greatest thing, you know. It's simply not the greatest thing in the world, but let's just be honest with each other. That's the way it is. That's the way it is, and yeah, you would have won if Cowan showed up sick. You would have won, but you can't win anymore because she is not going to show up, and that fight will not come to fruition. We can only be angry because that fight is not going to happen, and yeah, we can only angry at Cowan or at anybody who didn't hit the scale, and unfortunately, in this case, Cowan's illness led to fight failure, which to some point sucks, man. It really sucks. I want to see more fights. Like I was thinking we are going to have 13 fights and we have 11 and we still have Montana De La Rosa. She's hot. Oh, yes, she is. She's very hot, chica. Montana De La Rosa is very hot, chica. I also think Tatiana Suarez is cute. I also find Tatiana Suarez is a cute girl. I mean, at least I see it that way. Again, it doesn't have to mean I'm right, but majority of chicas for me are actually pretty much sweet. Just need to take a bit of water. Getting back in a minute. Oh man, this heel still hurts. But okay, today I was walking. I was walking a bit today and I was feeling better. But after this cryotherapy. How is it going, bro? Well, I'm injured. Not going the greatest, but I'm trying. I'm really trying hard as much as I can. I'm better, but I'm slowly healing. No, that's the problem. I'm healing, but I'm healing slowly. I can barely walk. But that's it. Who knows? Maybe it's good, and maybe it's not. We will see. Do you think Cody Garbrandt will beat Trevin Jones? Oh, I think the fight will not go the distance, but if I must pick a side, I would go with Garbrandt. If I really must pick one side and lean one side for that fight, I would therefore pick Garbrandt to win. Yeah, definitely I would pick Garbrandt if I must pick a side in that fight. How are you doing, Jacob? How's your life been? I met Cody before. He's a super nice guy. I don't want to see him lose again. Nobody wants that. Cody is just a businessman. I see Cody as a businessman. He talks trash when he needs to build up the hype, and on the other side, he is pretty much nice, humble guy. In real life, he is a totally different version of himself. That's how I see Cody. I see Cody as a really, really nice guy, and actually, I think he could build up some hype. He knows to build up the hype. Especially his trash talk, Cody Garbrandt's trash talk with TJ Dillashaw was epic. That was one of the most epic things. Suarez, Aliev, Pick, Solecki, all ETD. Suarez ETD, well, Suarez ETD is very possible. I think Suarez decision, but Suarez ETD is very possible. If Suarez drags her to the ground and starts throwing these big bombs, it's possible. Aliev inside the distance, very possible. Peak inside the distance, possible. Solek inside the distance, pretty possible. Yeah, I think it's okay. You think it's possible Bruno Ferreira can get decision like the Buckley fight with Al Hassan? No. No, unless something very much unpredictable happens, because that Buckley Al Hassan, they didn't engage much. It was more of a technical fight. Ferreira is a shoot boxer. Ferreira will march forward. He will attack aggressively. That's him. He will attack extremely aggressively. So I believe he is going to attack very, very much aggressively. Yeah, I have a feeling we are going to see a very much of the aggressive approach. on the end of peak at least. And also, when it comes to Bruno Ferreira, I also see Bruno Ferreira as an aggressive guy, and I believe Bruno Ferreira will march aggressively towards his opponent. Combine Muay Thai and shoot boxing, and you will get a guy who controls the central line like a natural, who likes to brawl, who likes to fight toe-to-toe. I think that is going to be his ultimate goal for that fight. Oleg, healing slowly, Cyrus. How are you doing? Well, I got to say, at least I can walk now. I was unable to walk at all for the first 7 days. At least I can walk now. I can't run yet. I mean, I can't run at all. I can walk very slowly. So it's getting better, but they told me 12 damn weeks, man. It's week 3 now. They told me 12 weeks. So 12 weeks is a very, very long period. I hope I will be able to ref at least. I just hope I will be able to ref at least. Go to here, man. Keep up the boxing. Oh, you watched my session on the boxing on the couch. I'm actually doing that every single day, but I wanted to record one training session because people ask, Vlad, how do you train now? It looks like I don't have much of the options, so I decided to train like that. I'm doing that every day, but I recorded one training session because people kept asking me, Vlad, how you train now? Vlad, how you train now? And I'm trying. I can't kick. I can't knee. I can't do anything when my Achilles tendon and calf muscle with fucked Achilles tendon and torn calf muscle. I can't do anything. Literally can't do anything. I'm barely walking. This is the worst injury of my life. And when you got no health, you got nothing. That kind of sucks, you know. That kind of really much sucks. Is Spann versus Krylov at the same time as the Jake Paul fight? No, Jake Paul is on Sunday. No, it can't be on the same time. Jake Paul is on Sunday. Jake Paul is on Sunday daytime for you. So excited for the Ultimate Fighter season. Me too. I'm also very much excited. Though I am only going to give predictions for the TUF as I won't be able to. In my state, when you pay UFC on Fight Pass, the only thing you can't watch is TUF. So when is it gonna come out? What? Jake Paul. I don't know when is Jake Paul exactly fighting, but they are fighting in Emirates, so I assume it's going to be a daytime for the United States of America. Okay, we have to wait for the Ultimate Fighter a while. Yeah, we will have to wait. How can that be, man? It is pretty much gonna suck, right? Can't name one other fighter on that card. Why, Matt? What is the problem? No, just asking, just curious. To be honest, I would have never gone through this injury without you guys. Your support meant life to me. The Jake Paul card. Jake Paul card. I can only pronounce Badu Jack, Ilungama Kabu, Tommy Fury, and Jake Paul. These are only fighters I can pronounce on that card. I can't pronounce any other either. Yeah, I can't pronounce any other either. Any other fighter in the card. I'm unavailable to pronounce all of them. It seems like Badu Jack is always on the Jake Paul cards. He's bringing money, man. He's bringing the hype too. The co-main event will be a banger. Makabu is one of my favorite fighters. Makabu is excellent. Makabu is excellent and pretty much underrated, boy. It's because he's Muslim and it's in Saudi. Yes, of course. Of course. It's in Saudi Arabia, of course. They're going to back him up. I mean, like, I just don't know why Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury is the main card in Saudi, and I just don't get that. That is the part I don't understand. But okay, maybe they pay them a lot of money. Would have liked that Amanda Serrano rematch on the card. Oh man, Amanda Serrano rematch, I'm dreaming of it. Why in Saudi instead of the UK? I don't know, I'm wondering the same thing, man. I'm really wondering the same thing why it takes place in Saudi Arabia. It's probably because of the money, right? Ah, oil money. Ah, you see, Cyrus knows. Oil money. They have a lot of money. They're pretty much rich as well, as you know, and they are very much rich state, rich country. They have a lot of oil, and they can exploit the oil. They can make oil refineries, and they're really much rich state. I bet their sheikhs are having tons of money. They want Saudi to become a more tourist spot, so they host sporting events and building new cities. Ah, tourist spot. That perfectly makes sense to me in the first place. Like, imagine Saudi being a great tourist spot. That would be awesome. Just awesome, man. Would have really been awesome. Early prediction for Holloway versus Allen. Fight goes the distance, Holloway decision. I'm sure Ryan Spann is going to win by KO round 1. Well, if Ryan Spann wins, it's going to be in the first round. If Ryan Spann wins, it's going to be in the first round. He's cutting many pounds, but he looked pretty much okay at the weigh-in this time. Pretty much looked okay at the weigh-in this time. I don't like Nikita Krylov striking. I don't like Nikita Krylov striking either, but he's got iron chin. That's number one. Number two, if Krylov drags him to the ground, that's a big problem for Spann. But again, Spann hits harder. You got John Jones or gone. They're building a city in Saudi that is literally a direct line in the desert. If you look it up, it's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that on the internet. Yeah, I've seen that on the internet. Pretty much looks, not gonna say it looks crazy, but it's looking like a very much of a decent project. At least to me, it's looking like a very much decent project. It's a nice, very much nice card. They have billions to waste on whatever they want. Of course, man, they can create a city in the middle of the desert. I just don't know how are they going to bring water to that city. That is going to be the greatest problem. Water, fluid water, and drinking water also. But they have good transport. Yeah. I just have a feeling when it comes to that oil money, we might see a lot of things. Hey guys, just to know if some comments don't show up, YouTube did something with moderation, so I'm trying to respond to everybody. Just to know, I'm not ignoring anybody. Trying to respond to everybody, but they changed some settings. I mean, anyway, I assume some things are not going to appear anymore in the chat, but I will try to respond every single request, every single chat, every single thoughts you have. Do you think Easy wins the Pereira rematch? No. No, and Pereira, do you believe that Pereira is still the underdog? Can you believe that Pereira is still the underdog? It's really much unrealistic to me, my friend. Pretty much unrealistic that Pereira won the first fight and he is still the underdog. How can that be? Oh, really? How can that be? Oh, the Easy fans dumping money on him. Why, man? Just tell me why the guy lost the first fight. If you lost once, you lost. And Pereira is too tough opponent for him. Pereira is a nightmare matchup for him. Everybody knows that. I don't know why are they putting so much money on Adesanya. To me, pick him. I would have accepted pick him odds, but there's no way I'm gonna accept this kind of odds. I just think this is too weird. Edwards is still a plus 200 against Usman after knocking him out. I still believe Usman is going to win that rematch. How pathetic can that be? They still believe Usman is going to win that rematch. Makes no sense at all, man. Why would Usman win that rematch in the first place? I don't know why would Usman win that rematch in the first place, and how can he win that rematch? Just how? I see no passage for him. I see no way for Usman to win. I couldn't believe those odds when I saw them. I can't believe either. Like, he won once and he is still the underdog. For the first time, I didn't bet on Leon, but I think plus 200 is pretty much a nice value. If you want to fish for some money, that could be a pretty much nice value. Yeah, it could be a pretty much of a nice value. I agree with that 100%. Who do you think wins if O'Malley ever fights Sandhagen? Sandhagen. No way O'Malley gonna beat that guy. Sandhagen is having some of the greatest angles I've ever seen in the whole division. I really think his angles are pretty much amazing, and I do have a feeling he's gonna angle his way through his opponent. I believe he's gonna angle his way through his opponent. I hope Cheeto wins so we can see Cheeto versus O'Malley again. Well, I think Cheeto versus O'Malley would be a great fight. I think this time we would have watched a 5 rounder. That's how I feel at the moment. I feel this time we could have watched a nice, very nice 5 rounder, very nice 5 rounds of action. What do you think? Are we going to watch 5 rounds of action this time? I think Sandhagen will win. Count me in, man. Put me on that bandwagon. I also agree with the potential victory of Corey Sandhagen. Yes, I agree with the potential win of Corey Sandhagen. Guys, I know you think that I'm looking a bit bored, but believe me, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just looking that way, but I'm not. Chito has no output, just waits too long for me. We are going to see. I think O'Malley versus Chito 2 is the fight UFC desperately needs. I really think that fight would be an epic banger. That fight would have been an epic banger if you ask me. And I'm all in when it comes to that fight. 5 more minutes, I will be live. Tomorrow is a big day. I mean, tomorrow I must stream for like 6-7 hours, so think Chito will KO O'Malley again. If I wake up in the middle of the night, then I'm gonna make MMA news reaction. Just if I wake up, because believe it or not, I am waking up with this pain in my foot. It wakes me up sometimes in the middle of the night. Sometimes I cannot sleep. So every Chito fight is a banger. Yes, it is. Every Chito's fight is a banger. It is an awesome fight, though. All Cheetos fights are awesome. Please explain how you see Gunn fight playing out. I see Gunn controlling the distance. I see Gunn stuffing John Jones takedowns and trying to stay away from John Jones, angling him out. But I still have much of a dilemma because this is heavyweight version of John Jones. I don't know how is he gonna look. He hasn't fought for a while, so it's a bit of enigma. Feel bad for Jan keeps getting robbed. Yes, he keeps getting robbed. So this time, let's say I'm gonna put something on Dvalishvili. I think Dvalishvili can actually best Jan. Sandhagen versus Chito should be amazing, absolutely. And Gunn fight, I see Gunn keeping the fight on the feet, trying to fight on the outside with John Jones, and I see Gunn trying to show good TDD. You know, if Gunn improved his TDD, I think he's going to have great chances against Jones. But if Jones drags him to the ground, that could be a problem. 5 rounds helps Jan in Merab fight. Yes, but Merab is also cardio beast too, and he's got the chin made of iron. Merab Dvalishvili, he's also got a chin made of iron. Yeah, it's true. I think Jan wins that. If it's a 5-rounder, he's got good chances to win. Not gonna criticize that choice. If it's a 5-rounder, he's really having a great chances. He's really having a great chances of winning the fight. I would love to see Jan versus Chito. I don't see that fight ever happening, though, to be honest. Because if Jan loses now, they are gonna drop him in rankings. And if only if Jan wins and Chito wins, then then we have an idea of that fight only if both Jan win and Chito win. But I hope these are gonna be banger fights. I'm really all ears when it comes to bangers, you know. And Chito versus Jan, it would have been a banger if it's a 5-rounder. Chito's elbows could made a lot of damage on Jan's face, and you know that really well. Like Chito's elbows, they could really made a lot of damage on Jan's face. Seems like O'Malley is getting the next title shot after Cejudo. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That fight is rumored with Henry Cejudo, but if that fight really comes to fruition, I think I'm gonna hang myself. Just joking, man, but imagine like Cejudo fighting again. That is unofficially. Man, you retired. I mean, come on, you retired. Goodbye, man. That's what would I say to Henry Cejudo. Man, you're retired. That's fine. Just forget it. Just forget it, man. Just say no. Just go. Say no and go. Don't get why the UFC is giving Cejudo the title shot right away. I don't know. I don't know either. Why are they giving him a title shot right away when he was on the break? They don't respect other fighters by doing that. They totally disrespect other fighters by doing that. It's a total disrespect of other fighters. Like, how not can you do something like that when it means you disrespect others? It's a total disrespect for other fighters. Chit to Sandhagen winner deserves the next shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can back you up on that one. I can really, really back you up on that one. I really think he deserves the next shot. But they will give it to O'Malley. Yes, of course. They are going to give it to O'Malley. That's also another unfair example, but it's gonna get a shot, you know. They are going to give it to O'Malley, and God knows why. God knows why they are going to give it to O'Malley, but at the end of the day, O'Malley is going to get that title shot because he's profitable, he's marketable. O'Malley is marketable, he's bringing a lot of money, he's bringing tons of money as well, as you know. And it's all about money in the UFC today. It's all about market. It's all about marketing strategy. It's all about those things, man. You know, pretty much all about those things. Are we having marketing? Are we having enough of money? UFC is all about money. All about money and nothing else. Like, why Conor McGregor has never been released? Can you ask yourself that question? Conor McGregor has never been released. Why? Money. Because you've got so much money. That's the reason. I've got so much money, money, money. That's the reason. Money and nothing else. That's the reason. Don't you worry much for money because money cannot buy me love. In this case, money can buy love. Yeah, in this case, money can buy love. Imagine that. Money can buy love. In the case of Conor McGregor. I know it's pathetic. It's pathetic as it sounds. But money can buy love. Alright, guys. Gaethje or Fiziev? The fight not going the distance. I think Fiziev's got a chance. I really think Fiziev has the chance against Gaethje. Now, people are going to criticize me heavily, but I think Fiziev has the chance. Let me check the odds for that fight. I don't see the odds for that fight. Can't find the odds anywhere. Alright, guys, need to go now. Need to get some rest. Tomorrow is the big day. Join me tomorrow. Let's lock and load. Bye bye, everyone, now. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I might actually post some MMA news reaction, just if I wake up. But we'll see. And anyway, need to get some sleep and catch you later. This leg is killing me, man. Have to put stimulation. I have to go electrotherapy now. So have a great day, everyone. Catch you.